As long as your thing's good, then it's money, 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 money. Boom. Few seconds, and we're live. Wow. We're live just like that. What's up, y'all? This is Ian Lenhart coming at you live from San Francisco, California. As always, interviewing phenomenal, awesome humans, just doing really interesting stuff. And yeah, Batayneh. Do I butcher your name every time?
Batayneh. Never do it.
Batayneh.
Yeah.
Batayneh. He stepped up today, so like, hell yeah, how you doing, man? It's good, man. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
So yeah, guys, I had the honor of meeting him first at a ping pong table in San Francisco. We're both part of the same program of 500 startups, and their company's super cool. He's the COO and co-founder of his company. Him and his co-founder, Sammy, are hilarious. Like, their chemistry is amazing. So I think that they can shed a lot about team chemistry, just kind of a lot about, you know, your journey through your startup and the ups and the downs, because I know it's been all freaking over.
Yeah.
Like, could you say that for real?
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's. First of all, thank you for having me,
yeah.
Mr. Jones. All right. So yeah. So it's really funny about how we even met, me and Sammy. Like, we were in the college and we were. Really,
where'd you go to college?
In Amman, in Princess Amman University for Technology. We were studying computer science.
And you're born in Jordan, right?
Yeah.
In Jordan.
Yes,
okay.
in Amman.
And that's the capital of Jordan?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we started there, and it's really fun. Like, we have very nice 4 years studying computer science together, and then after we graduated, we were 21st or 21 years old so far, and we said, okay, let's do some work in Jordan. Then suddenly we just met in Dubai after 1 year. In the same month of October 2017, we both got contracts to work in Dubai, and suddenly we are in front of each other in the same companies having lunch together. It was never planned. So
you met in college. You're just total homies in college, having a great time.
Yeah.
You know, bet you guys did phenomenal fun college things like any 21-year-old would do. And then you didn't see each other, correct?
No.
You didn't see each other for how long?
Yeah, it's like we didn't see almost for a year. Right?
For a year, yeah.
Then suddenly we met in Dubai, and in front of each other, like, hey, how come? Like, yeah, we got contract. Okay, we got contract too. So, wow.
You literally met.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then we stayed in Dubai like for a very quite long time, like 10 years. The first year was really like crazy. Like, we just like working until 5, 6 p.m. then just having fun until 3, 4 a.m. every day.
Every day.
Yeah, it just like.
I've heard it's insane. I've heard it's insane. It's absolutely wild. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
I think when I hear Dubai, I just think like the typical stuff you see on Instagram with like yachts, boats, just ridiculous things going on.
It's very
huge,
nice.
Beautiful, gorgeous architecture.
Yeah, it's a place that you really, if you want to have fun, you can really have fun there. There is a shore, there's deserts, there's a lot of things you can do. There's a lot of people you can hang around with, right?
Yeah,
so
for sure.
It's really cool, yeah.
Hey guys, if you guys are just tuning in live, definitely let me know where you guys are coming in from. Really excited for you guys to come on. You know, there's a lot of huge nuggets that I'm going to pull out of this freaking beast of ping pong and business and life. So I'm really pumped you guys are on. If you guys have any questions at any point, feel free to comment them and we'll try to get them answered, and we'll be super interactive. So if you guys are coming at me live, let me know where you're coming in from. And if you guys are watching the replay, drop a 2, so that we know what's going on. But yo, real quick, tell me about ShortPoint. What is ShortPoint?
All right, so we'll start with the liner that 500 so far screwing us, just to say it right. Yeah.
Yeah,
so it's a subscription software helping teams and people to design and have gorgeous intranets with the minimum code. Actually, without coding, with the minimum time. And it works like on Microsoft SharePoint, Office 365, SAP, HANA Cloud portals. So basically, we're kind of like plug-in on those intranets existing investment just to make it really look gorgeous.
Very cool. So what's the difference between the intranet and the intranet for someone that doesn't know?
Yeah, this is always the tricky question, right? Just think about it like there's the public site for the internet where it's like the homepage for every space, for every organization.
Cool.
But the intranet is the closed area where employees want to access their documents, their HR announcements, like calendars, things just specific for that organization.
Yeah.
It's very close. That's, I call it like intranet, right? And it's existing investment for each and every organization. They invest a lot to have it, but still it doesn't look nice.
So the internet is just where you can go to buy a domain and such and get the actual stuff.
Yes.
But the intranet's all the guts to the web, like the insides with the portals, all the back end stuff.
Exactly. It's the infrastructure for the employees to access.
It's only meant for the employees.
Yes.
Okay.
It's where it's kind of like you can call it as a collaboration space.
Sure. All right, that makes sense. Totally. So you're with your platform, you can customize that super easily.
Oh yeah. So we're kind of plug-in into that infrastructure.
Okay, like
right?
a Chrome extension plugin?
Exactly, kind of. But it really like works with those SharePoint, SAP, and others. It's just plug-in, and then anybody with design, non-design, technical or non-technical skills, they can just really build gorgeous intranet.
So you're basically making it easy for anybody to really use.
Absolutely right.
So it's like plug and play.
Yes, definitely.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
So
it's really cool. I really like it.
Are you a designer?
I'm not designer. Actually, I'm not designer. I'm just like, I'm originally computer science, but no, I'm not into design. But
Sick.
really, our company is really built a product that meant for everybody to make themselves designers.
Very cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense. You don't want to be a designer if you're trying to build a product for design.
Exactly,
That aren't
right?
designers.
Yeah.
You are speaking to your target.
What we found that a lot of companies, they are not meant to hire designers for their infrastructure, right?
Yeah.
Or even as employees. It's like each company, they have a lot of investment for employees to be back end, front end, etc. But there is no much companies they really hire designers as a specific role in each organization. With ShortPoint, we're trying to solve that. So everybody can really be designer, and you know what? I can have my intranet now looks very nice, responsive, looks as much as I want. Just plug and play.
How big is your team?
We're kind of like 11.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Are you guys like super tight? Like, because I know you and Sammy, and you guys
Yeah.
have the best personality ever. If you get Sammy behind like a DJ board, he just goes nuts.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
That was definitely a large phase of his life.
Yeah. You know, like, yeah, we need to have fun.
That's awesome. No, that's your energy is just super contagious, and I that must just spread onto your team and onto your customers and all that. What did the early days look like when you just started building this thing and like the early platform?
Yeah, that was really
Because I bet it wasn't all just gorgeous. I know right now you guys are crushing it. You guys have a freaking healthy customer base. Like, they're killing it. Like, definitely check it out. But what was those early days like, that early struggle when it's just you and Sammy? Because that's what people want to know. Like, what was the beginning of the beginning? Like, how did you get that, we're going to do this and bring it into its fruition?
So in 2014, that is like after 7 years staying in Dubai, Sammy suddenly opened the Google chat and pinged me like, hey, it seems like I have nice thing on my laptop, come and see it. And I asked him like, are you still living in the same place since 7 years? Said, yeah, just come in. I just went there and he showed me ShortPoint. And ShortPoint by that time, it was just short codes. It's just like literally hard code to do nice things, but you need to write it first. Then the moment I saw it, like, seriously, like I said, okay, this is really something nice. We need to get it out. We need to let everybody know this story. And he was so passionate that he said, okay, let's do it. And the moment we have that, we just have then our website, publish everything there. People start asking and questioning, really, what is this, what is that? And the first customer was in the States. He said, the end results with this, though it's still hard, but the end result was really cool. He said, okay, I want it. And
that was your first customer?
First customer. Yes. And it was...
So you kind of did customer research? He told you what he wanted? Or is he just like, you just pitched the idea, he was like, yes?
No, he was looking for a specific module into their intranet.
Gotcha.
And it just happened, right?
Okay.
But at the same time, it was the product that, okay, we want to understand what customers or people think about the product. What is really the next thing for it, right? So the first couple of customers was really like try and see and collect requirements, etc. And you know what we've done? After 1 year, we just dropped it because we collected what really the customer looking for and the partners, and then we come up with the new release or new vision and version of ShortPoint.
That's awesome. So how critical do you, like, you literally listen to your customers, ask them what they want, and you built it for them?
Yeah. So that is one pillar important for our journey. We are so driven by how customers and partners who are selling our product, how they are looking, or they are basically willing to have ShortPoint even in the future. We're trying to align this and just make it really how they are looking for it.
Dang, that makes complete sense. That's awesome. I mean, that's something that I think every startup needs to do, because you guys are a startup. it's talking to your customers, getting to know what they want to do, where they want to do it. There might be something so small that about your service that is completely throwing customers off, but since a lot of companies aren't talking to their customers, they don't know. And what they aren't asking, they're not getting learned. They're not learning. So do you guys constantly talk to your customers? Is that like something that makes it just super good for you? You just have close bonds with everyone, kind of?
Yeah, it's like it's kind of engagement we are trying to build, because seriously we are focusing on the value rather than just a sales organization. We're not a sales organization. The whole point of ShortPoint is really like solve one of the pain points for the customers, how to get their intranet really look awesome with the minimum time and with almost no coding.
Beautiful. So what was that time when like you first got, like how critical do you think it is for someone that's just getting their first customers? Because like you had that first customer, I know like it's so important to kind of get those first 1, 2, 3, or 4, or 5, because then you can kind of use them as case studies. What was that situation like? Were you able to use those as case studies, and then once people could see that, you kind of publicize those, and did that help drive growth?
Yeah, well, it was initially, and generally it was a little tough, right? Because you have a lot of things that you need to show and prove and get aligned with your potential customers, right? They have a lot of requirements in their mind. You're looking into the problem from different perspective. You just want to get an appointment that
ideal.
Exactly you and the customer cross at the same time, that everybody's problems are solved, right? And this is really tough moment. But the good thing that those kind of customers who are on the beginning, they are the most valuable customers ever, because really they believe in you and they want to support you, and they see that you are the one who's gonna solve their problems. So it's kind of like both sides appreciation and hard work. It's definitely long, not like short story, it's definitely long story. It could end up like you have after 1 year, right, having that success story, right? But eventually you got it.
That's
and
beautiful.
you have your product just up and running, and you just solve the problems. Because at the end, the customer wants to solve their problem, and you want to solve also the problem overall.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So you're creating your MVP for your MVC.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, yes. And the good thing also about ShortPoint is that whoever we worked with, whether the customers or partners, they are part of the team now. They are supporting our journey, and even they become investors.
Wow.
And invest in the company. Yeah, it's like it's very ecosystem we are trying to build, because we are trying to focus on the value and like anything.
That's amazing. First of all, well, hey guys, love it. I love his energy. He's just awesome. You can see the passion. I mean, we talked about this with a recent interview with Gonzalo. I mean, it's just like if you're founding any business or company or anything, if you're in direct sales or network marketing, you own your own business. If you're a founder, like you're responsible for this team of people. You have to paint the vision. You have to be the one that's setting the sail. You have to be the most excited person in the room. When you get knocked down, you got to be able to like convince someone to get back up. I love the whole reference of everyone grab an oar, right? Everyone's got to grab an oar. Everyone's got to do their thing.
Everybody gonna do it. Everybody have different hats at the same time.
Yeah,
it just needs to be done.
Yeah. So guys, you guys are coming in live, and you ever want to grab an oar, drop a 1. If you guys are coming in on the replay, drop the frog face, because the frog face is hilarious. And if you guys have any questions you want me to ask this fine gentleman, then we will absolutely do that. What do you think was a big thing for you in terms of, like, you built the customer, you built your MVP for your MVCs. What was it like, the other growth metrics you used? Was it mostly customer testimonials? Because that seems like that must be something huge for you guys, because you have such passionate customers.
Yeah, well, customer testimonials is one thing, absolutely. But we were always trying to dig into what every time the customer is looking for or expecting from our product, and again, focusing on the value. Though, like, the story that we are trying to do is that each customer, they have different kind of requirements in order to solve their problem, right? So there's different perspective in order to get in. So the customer literally could be looking for, design kind of like branding or templates or specific things onto their intranet, or something related, for example, document presentation, right? The good thing is that as a focusing on a value, that entry is that we are focusing on. So then once the journey starts with the customer, once they get in, they found out, one plugin, one product can do not just this, almost everything. Okay, let's get in, right?
Gotcha.
This is where we are trying to focus with customers in their journey. We're trying also to understand if the customer is just started their intranet, or they are in the middle of migration, or they actually finished and they just want to revamp it or polish it, flourish it, whatever.
Flourish it.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you at any stage. We want to have and add value at that time.
Matt just asked an awesome question. He said, first of all, what's up, Matt? How you doing? How can you make intranets exciting? You know, what's the main pitch for that?
Yeah, this is a very good question. Remember that intranet is basically bunch of information and assets that you want everybody to use it. So in order to have that, you basically need to invest into your intranet infrastructure, and also getting the documents management systems, workflows, HR management system, etc. But once you have all this information, you put it into your intranet web page. If that intranet web page doesn't really look nice, awesome, kind of high user experience and user interface, very responsive, accessible from your mobile, accessible almost any time, nobody gonna use it.
True.
So in order to have the best out of your intranet, just get your assets done, then flourish that web intranet and make it really look very nice and gorgeous and so accessible. Like, we have a lot of customers, they were accessing their documents before ShortPoint in X way, and after ShortPoint in literally different way. That some customers, they told us, we have employees, they discovered that they have this kind of documents, they never saw it before. It's just because the design layout for those documents were very nice.
Beautiful.
So design is not really cosmetic, it's really something mandatory.
That makes complete sense. That's beautiful, absolutely. Another thing that I think that's really cool about you is just your kind of desire to win and your super positive attitude. I know we talked about it a little bit earlier, but when we first met, we played ping pong. And what happened when we first played ping pong?
Oh, yeah.
Let's talk about ping pong. Matt Dodge, you know what I'm talking about.
This is where I get more sweat and sweat. Like, it's already hot here in San Francisco, and literally now playing ping pong here in San Francisco is like getting in sauna, and with a lot of energy. Yeah, it's like I was in this degree once I came reached San Francisco to do ping pong. After just a couple of weeks, seriously, I'm like the guy who's like, woo-ha, let's do it, right?
Yeah, you're like the karate kid.
so
he's the karate.
Yeah, kind of, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I noticed that I got suddenly changed in the last couple of weeks. The good thing is that the spirit here, everybody want to play and everybody want to win, right?
But it's your attitude. Like, I remember, like, when we first played, like, you know, you couldn't play. You weren't that good. You were good, but like, you know.
That's true.
You got swept a few times. But you know what you said? You said, we will play every day after this and we will get better. And by the end of this program, we will be so good at ping pong, no one will be able to challenge us. And that was that's what you said to me. And I was like, damn! Because most people, when they lose, their ego hits them and they're like,
it's like, this guy taking it so serious.
Yeah, they're going to stop playing a little bit and just like chill. You're like, no, let's learn. Let's see what we can do better. And then yesterday, you beat me 2 out of 3. Well done.
Yeah, I'm not trying to take this personal, but I'm trying to take it very serious. It's like, the point here is that you have kind of game which is really cool with the nice people, and you have still the room to be really superhero, okay? This is the right place. This is the right time. And if you believe in it, just do it. And suddenly, after a couple of weeks, seriously, I can't even believe myself. Like, I'm doing that much hard. You also, by the way, just got even more mad and more serious in it. So we are trying, like, in the last couple of matches, like, seriously, who gonna win now? Because somebody need to get down.
Yeah, we get so pissed. Super competitive. But you gotta be competitive in business. You gotta be competitive in life. You gotta be able to get picked up when you get knocked down. I mean, that's the whole beautiful thing. And we're going to kind of wrap this up sort of soon, but sort of soon, not soon. It's super hot in here, just so you know. So if we're sweating, we're in like a sauna. So we're, double. We don't got to go to the gym now because we're sauning. You told a really badass story that's totally kind of irrelevant, but at the same time super awesome that I'm going to bring up. We were on this gorgeous rooftop out in San Francisco in this beautiful house. It was just amazing. You could oversee everything. And we're with a bunch of the different batch makes, and everyone was just talking and chatting and telling some pretty gnarly stories. And you told a story about when you were in Jordan, when you were 14 years old, and you encountered like a wild wolf with its entire pack behind you.
Yeah.
Boy, the wolf. What was that like?
First of all, that rooftop place.
What's up, Nick? How's it going, homie? Len Jones.
That rooftop sit and the whole journey there, it was really awesome. That to get everybody nice stories, and I can't believe the atmosphere how was good in order to get that story. So it was the right time, to be honest.
It was the right time.
So
yeah.
Exactly, it was quite fun. So what happened? Yeah, I even like my wife asked me like, why you didn't tell me about this story before? I was literally like kind of shocked. So what happened, 14 years old, I was kind of like in a place in Amman where there is kind of a greenish place. They call it the small green hill in Amman. And I was literally walking there, and while walking very slowly, I was literally alone. And suddenly I just felt that, I heard that sound, somebody is like, you know, I can feel that somebody is behind me, but very, very gentle walk, right? Like it's very organized, and even the breathe, but is so organized. But I heard and smelled that, and hell yeah, I was just like, once I looked behind me, I actually just like 90 degrees like this. Sure, it's like it's a really big wolf. He was literally looking at me. And I was literally looking at him. The first thing I was, okay, I don't know really what to do. Is it good time now to shout, to fight, to run? I have no idea. So I just like kept staring. And
how close is this wolf?
It's really big one, white and silver, big mouth. Bad smell.
Did you watch Game of Thrones?
Kind of, yeah.
So is it like dire wolf size? One like what were you talking?
I think it's mid-size because it was very tall.
Guys, if you guys are watching this live, drop a wolf emoji to represent the wolf.
Yeah, I was like looking at him and I think him or her, I have no idea because I was so struck that time, and then I just kept staring. And keeping more staring at him, he started walking around me, trying to smell me more.
Wow.
And see really
and
like...
you're still.
And suddenly I just got stuck, still like this, and without even change anything. And literally, sorry to say that on live, but I'll pee on myself, right? He's around me, smelling me, and even I heard that tone, that... like, you know, it's okay, I have no idea
and what you saw other wolves in the back.
That is, once he got back behind me, I was just moved a little bit my eyes up, and I saw the whole pack on uphill on the green hill, small hill, whatever is it, looking at me. They are just waiting that sign, right? And literally, I don't know what happened.
The sign of your panic, or the sign of they're waiting for the sign for that wolf.
For that wolf, I think so,
Papa
right?
wolf.
Because it's so obvious that okay. Go check him. Maybe he's a good meal for us. I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah.
But what happened that I just kept freezed and even pee on myself and really literally no single move, even 1 millimeter, for almost the whole time until he left. And after that, almost 15 to 20 minutes, even one guy came across me and he literally got scared that why he's doing like this, why he's so panicked and so freezed. There's something wrong, and yeah, like
dang. So ever since that day, you know.
Yeah, it was one of those moments that I always remember, but suddenly I forgot. Then on that rooftop, I just remembered and I said like,
what goes
my
down?
wife called me and said, okay, you need to tell me and your kids really what happened.
Yeah, what goes down on the rooftop stays on the rooftop unless you're on live with Len Jones.
Yes,
there it is.
That's true.
Last thing before we end up, what would you say to someone that's out there that wants to, say they work a 9-to-5 job and maybe from 6 to 10 they want to go build a business, they want to do something part-time, they want to build some sort of, maybe build their own brand, build their own company. What would you say to them to kind of say like, what do they need to be ready for and expect if they want that freedom, if you would?
Makes sense. I think the most important is that if you believe in something that you're really passionate about and you really believe that there is something you do that you're doing this for a specific mission, you have value for that, I think everything else will be much more easier, right? It's like, okay, I'm doing this to achieve 1, 2, 3. As long as you have these kind of goals, everything else will be literally little hectic than it's how it sounds. But again, having your own startup and work, it's not sexy. It's really a lot of things, a lot of pain, a lot of emotion. Suddenly you're out of money. Suddenly you have a lot of money. It's literally every day different world for you. Okay, but again, if you just want to do it, just go for it. If you have a goals, just go focus on those goals. Put your emotions aside. Focus. Yeah, and I think this is also for me. Let's do it. I mean, we just need to do it.
Yeah, and the big thing you said there was goals, taking things step by step by step. I know that's something I personally struggle with. Let me know, drop some goals in the comments if this is something you guys struggle with also. But I struggle with writing down clear, defined goals. I'm getting better at it. But when you can separate things into little smaller segments, you realize that the giant wall you're trying to climb is much easier if you can figure out the perfect rocks to jump onto that can kind of line you all up.
You know what? It's like if you got into the day, you just very exhausted at the end of that day. But how I do it sometimes, just I go to swim. After swimming for almost like 600 to 800 meters maybe, then once I go after that to the jacuzzi, very, very hot water, then suddenly all things bad going out, and then start remembering the goals, then okay, we are on the right track, okay, let's do it. This is I believe one of the courses maybe, yeah, I really like to do.
Beautiful. Well, hey, thank you so much for jumping on. I appreciate it so much. Your story is amazing. We got some work to do right now.
Yeah.
So we got to play.
Let's beat somebody.
Yeah, we'll see. So hey guys, if you guys are tuning in, I appreciate you as always. You know, we're gonna have a bunch of cool, fun, exciting people jumping on this week. And thank you guys for tuning in. If there's anyone that you think that this would be powerful to, definitely share it. If you support it, like it, comment it, ask questions. If you want to link up with him, just hit him up on Facebook. Phenomenal human being. Who knows? Maybe you get future employment out of it, or if you're just trying to visit Dubai. But with that said, guys, we appreciate everyone. Thank you so much, and we out. Peace out.
Peace out.
Take care, guys.